Hey guys, welcome back. Yesterday's video, I forgot to mention a few things. Anyways, long story short, you guys are watching this. Hopefully it's Tuesday morning when you're watching this. My lens is so scratched. For me, today is Sunday. Now last night, if you remember from yesterday's video, I said I had to go get stuff ready for the party and stuff like that. So yeah, the party was great. I was thinking about pulling out the camera and vlogging it, but then decided against it because, you know, I went a little too far, I think. I got plastered last night. And it came to my attention that in yesterday's video, I said I was going to show you what I have for this Project 240 right here, but I didn't do that. I just showed you the car. I was too excited to go party. Another thing that happened, I might have got drunk and cocky, and pretty sure I called out Brent for, I challenged him to a drag race, his Malibu against the RX-7. I heard all about it this morning. He kept sending me texts and everything, so we're gonna have to get that RX-7 ready for Friday night, I think. Stakes are high. Actually, it's for bragging rights. It should be good fun. So anyway, before I get going on stuff, I'm gonna show you what I got for the 240 that's gonna make it hopefully turn into a rocket. So first, let's grab this trusty satellite looking, whoa! And I'll show you the motor I got. Nice chunky 6 liter. Come on. There it is. That's a 6 liter out of a pickup truck. I'm not sure exactly what truck it's from, but here she is. Got a lot of work to do to it. Gotta modify a bunch of stuff to fit. Starting with the oil pan, which is unfortunately, I need the oil pan with the sump in the front. On my 5.3 that I put in the Acadian, I actually had to put an oil pan that was with the sump in the back. So I could have just did some swapperoo with these things and saved a couple $100, but hey, whatever. It's got this big gnarly truck intake on it. Have to do something pretty neat with that, make it look cool. And yeah, basically just gonna clean it up and fun stuff like that. That's the motor. I already put that's a clutch from an LS7 that I had. It seems to fit okay. Hopefully that clutch is gonna work. I have to change the friction disc because the transmission I'm putting in is a 10 spline. It's a very old school 4-speed transmission. And the new style LS transmission has many more splines. I can't remember the exact number, but so I'm gonna have to go hunting for a disc that might fit that. The transmission now. Apparently these Muncie 4-speeds, these old school transmissions, are solid like crazy, and they call them rock crush. I figure that's a good sign. It's kind of tucked away in the back here, but this is look it. There it is, Muncie 4-speed. And you know it's old because you know you got all these shafts and stuff and like arms for the shifting it. It should be interesting. So eventually I'm gonna pull off that bell housing, clean it all up, make it look good, then bolt it up to the motor, see if it fits, see if I can get the clutch and everything to line up. Then I'm gonna have to figure out something for the cylinder, the slave cylinder for it. It's old school, like fork style. I would like to change that to the new style with the, it's like on the bearing and stuff. You know what I mean? Like the new Camaros and stuff have it. We'll see what happens with that. So that's motor, transmission. Now let's check out fuel. This 240 actually ran an LS motor in it before, so I'm pretty sure it's got enough in the tank to push enough pressure and whatnot. But I got a lot of cool stuff stocked up from previous projects. Got a fuel cell, just because fuel cells are awesome. I got these big crazy AN lines. Look at that. Whew. Dash 10 braided lines with all these cool fittings. Bunch of AM fittings, all from Russell Plumbing. We have a set of autometer gauges, though I'm not sure really if I'm gonna run those gauges. Okay, so continue with the fuel system. Over here we have a bunch of aluminum lines. That's big, look how big that is. Big thick fuel lines. Push all the volume I need through this puppy right here. This is the Aeromotive A1000. Cost a pretty penny, but should definitely do the job. Fuel regulator, gonna need that. I can put my return lines through that. Also, I have a fuel pressure gauge for that. Filter, I need one more because I didn't realize at first that everybody runs 2 filters. They run a thicker, like 2 different stage filters. One filters out the bigger stuff and the other stuff gets the really fine stuff. And I have replacement filters. And a cool bracket, which I'm gonna have to buy another one of when I get the other filter. Get the car to fire up, I got this cool MSD starter, another big dollar ticket thing. It cost a lot of money, but at the time when I was buying this stuff, I had just sold my 88.6 in parts, so I had cash to throw around, and you know, I got a little carried away with it, and I got a little excited maybe. And also the brains of this system is fast EFI XFI, electronic fuel injection system. So this thing apparently does everything. There's 2 computers, ignition module, XFI 2.0. This cool setup, it's gonna allow me to have things like 2-step, and I can run boost in it. And that whole setup actually came off of a car that was running 9-second passes all day with a 5.3 liter V8, and I think it was an 80mm turbo, somewhere around there. So with all this stuff, I should be okay. I should be able to do some cool things with it. We're gonna cram all that into this car. Another piece to this puzzle for right now, and the dirtiest, nastiest parts that I have here. The subframes and everything I took off the other car, because this car here is just a chassis. There's a front subframe, but I've bolted everything to it. All the arms, the suspension, the steering, that's all here. These are all the parts that I pulled off that white 240 that we sent to the scrapyard. First, I was gonna take all that apart piece by piece, you know, sandblast it, paint it, make it look good, and then put it back in. But realistically, it's going in for now. I'm probably gonna replace most of that with aftermarket stuff. So spending all the time cleaning it would just be a waste of time. We've got about 2 weeks before September hits. So Jay at Kiwi said that I could bring the 240 in around the beginning of September and they can start working on it. So basically I've got till then to put it together and make it rolling. I'd like to get the engine in, stuff like that, like I explained in the last video. See how far I can get. I'm gonna have to get started on that. So I guess this video is more of like a really quick update, just to tell you what's going on and what the plan is. I'm gonna have to get to work on that. But also, if you guys remember, I have a problem with the ARC-7 with the alternator. So I need that thing to charge so it keeps running and I can beat that Malibu down the quarter-mile just to prove a point. Yeah, coming for you, Brent. I'm coming. I'll get that all fixed up, then start working on the 240. So subscribe if you want to see what's going on, follow along. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Yeah? Peace out, stay happy, see you soon, wish me luck in the drag race.